Good afternoon, class! Welcome back again to our online class. And this is Erwin. I am your mathematics teacher today. Let's continue to study our lesson about fraction. Now this afternoon, we are going to learn how to make equivalent fraction. So before we begin our lesson today, please get your book, your student book, and your workbook. Okay, and if you are ready, now let's begin with our lesson. Okay, class, this is our whole. So now let's fold this one into half. Okay, this whole is quarters. So why is it that quarters? Because this whole divided into 4 equal parts. So we can say quarters. Now in this whole is in 6. This one is in 8. And this whole is in tenths. So now let's color up 1/2 of each. So we can say 1 part out of 2, or we can say 1/2. 2 parts out of 4, or we can say 2/4. 3 parts out of 6, or we can say 3/6. 4 parts out of 8, or we can say 4/8. And the last one here is 5 parts out of 10, or we can say 5/10. Now class, as you can see, this our fraction strips. So this one is what we call equivalent fractions. Now class, I want you to take notes this one, okay? I want you to remember this because in making fractions, we have rules. Okay, what are these rules? Okay, equivalent fractions can only be made by multiplying or dividing, and whatever I do to the number, numerator, which is the top, I've got to do to the denominator, which is the bottom number. Now this time, I will show you more examples how to make equivalent fractions without using fraction strips. Okay, we have 1/2. Now class, what are we going to multiply the numerator and the denominator to make this fraction? So of course we are going to use 2. So we have here 1 times 2 is equals to 2, and 2 times 2 is equals to 4. So, as you can see, we use the factor of 2. So, meaning class, 1/2 is equals to 2/4. Okay? So, remember class, whatever I do to the top, I've got to do to the bottom. Okay? So, we use the factor of 2 we have here. So, and we have here also. So that's why we got the answer 2/4. So meaning class, 1/2 is equivalent to 2/4 if we are going to use the factor of 2. So next, what are the numbers that if we are going to multiply is equals to 3/6? Of course we have 3. So 1 times 3 is equals to 3. 2 times 3 is equals to 6. Okay, we have 1/2 is equivalent fraction to 3/6 if we are going to use the factor of 3. Now this one, 1/2 times what are the numbers that if we are going to multiply is equals to 4/8. Of course we have 4. Okay, we are going to use the factor of 4. So that's why we have 1 times 4 is equals to 4. 2 times 4 is equals to 8. So meaning class, in the factor of 4, we have 1/2 is equivalent fraction of 4/8. The last one. 1/2. What are the numbers that if we are going to multiply is equals to 5/10? Okay, of course we have 5, right? So 1 times 5 is equals to 5/2 times 5 is equals to 10. So meaning class, 1/2 is equivalent fraction of 5/10 if we are going to use the factor of 5. In here class, okay, don't forget whatever I do to the top, which is the numerator, I've got to do to the denominator. Okay, if you have put 5 here, your factor is 5 here, so the same, the denominator use the same number. Okay, so now this time I am going to show you more examples so that you can easy to understand. So use the factor of 3. So we have 5/10. So we are going to get the equivalent fraction of 5/10 using the factor of 3. So we have 5 times 3 is equals to 15 and 10 times 3 is equals to 30. Okay, this is the equivalent fraction of 5/10. Next is 2/4. We are going to use the factor of 2 to get our equivalent fraction of 2/4. So we have 2 times 2 is equals to 4. 4 times 2 is equals to 8. So that's why 2/4 is equivalent fraction of 4/8 if we are going to use the factor of 2. Next is use the factor of 5. 4/5 to get our equivalent fraction. So we have here 4 times 5 is equals to 20 and 5 times 5 is equals to 25. So meaning class, 4/5 is equivalent fraction of 20/25 if we are going to use the factor of 5. Okay class, just remember only this one. Whatever you do to the top, I've got to do to the bottom. That's all for today. I hope that you learned something in our lesson. By the way class, please don't forget to answer your workbook. See you again next time. Bye-bye!